Welcome! Today, we're diving into the world of government applications. You might have heard the term before, but what does it really mean? In our daily lives, we interact with government services more often than we realize, and many of these interactions start with an application. Whether it's applying for a driver's license, a passport, or even a government grant, these processes all begin with a government application. In this video, we'll break down what a government application is, why it's important, and how it impacts both individuals and society as a whole. Let's get started by defining the basics. A government application is essentially a formal request submitted to a government agency or department. This request can be for a wide range of services or permissions, such as obtaining official documents, accessing public benefits, or seeking approval for certain activities. The application process typically involves filling out forms, providing necessary documentation, and sometimes paying a fee. The government then reviews the application to determine if the applicant meets the required criteria. This process helps ensure that resources and services are distributed fairly and according to established rules. Government applications come in many forms, depending on the service or benefit being requested. For example, when you apply for a passport, you fill out a government application. The same goes for driver's licenses, social security benefits, business permits, and even public housing. Each of these applications require specific information and documents, and the process may vary depending on the agency involved. By understanding these examples, we can see just how integral government applications are to our everyday lives. You might wonder why we need to go through the process of submitting applications for government services. The answer lies in the need for organization, fairness, and accountability. Applications help government agencies keep track of who is requesting what, ensure that only eligible individuals receive certain benefits, and maintain records for future reference. This system also helps prevent fraud and misuse of public resources. By requiring applications, governments can better manage resources and provide services more efficiently. The process of submitting a government application usually follows a set of steps. First, you identify the service or benefit you need. Next, you gather the required documents, such as identification or proof of eligibility. Then, you fill out the application form, either online or on paper, and submit it to the relevant agency. After submission, the agency reviews your application, checks your documents, and makes a decision. Finally, you receive a response, which could be approval, denial, or a request for more information. Traditionally, government applications were filled out on paper and submitted in person or by mail. However, with advances in technology, many applications can now be completed online. Digital applications offer several advantages, such as faster processing times, easier access, and the ability to track your application status. Despite these benefits, some people still prefer paper applications, especially if they are not comfortable with technology or lack internet access. Both methods aim to make government services accessible to everyone. When filling out a government application, you are usually asked to provide specific information. This can include your name, address, date of birth, identification numbers, and sometimes financial details. The exact requirements depend on the type of application and the agency involved. Providing accurate and complete information is crucial, as errors or omissions can delay the process or result in denial. Always double-check your application before submitting it to avoid unnecessary setbacks. Most government applications require you to submit supporting documents. These might include copies of your ID, proof of address, income statements, or other records that verify your eligibility. The purpose of these documents is to provide evidence that the information you provided is accurate and truthful. Failing to include the necessary documents can lead to delays or rejection of your application. Make sure to read the instructions carefully and include all required paperwork. Some government applications require you to pay a fee. This fee helps cover the administrative costs of processing your request. The amount can vary widely depending on the type of application and the agency involved. For example, applying for a passport or a business license usually involves a fee, while some social benefit applications may be free. Always check the fee requirements before submitting your application and keep a record of your payment for future reference. Once your application is submitted, it goes through a review process. Government officials or automated systems check your information and documents to ensure everything is in order. They may verify your identity, check your eligibility, and confirm that all requirements are met. If everything is correct, your application is approved and you receive the requested service or benefit. If there are issues, you may be asked to provide additional information or correct errors. Not all government applications are approved on the first try. Sometimes, applications are denied due to missing information, ineligibility, or errors. If your application is denied, you usually have the right to appeal the decision. The appeals process allows you to provide additional information, correct mistakes, or explain your situation. Understanding this process can help you navigate setbacks and improve your chances of success in the future. The time it takes to process a government application can vary greatly. Some applications are processed within days, while others may take weeks or even months. Factors that affect processing times include the type of application, the volume of requests, and the complexity of your case. It's important to be patient and plan ahead, especially if you need the service or benefit by a certain date. Many agencies provide estimated processing times on their websites. Many government agencies now offer online portals where you can submit applications, upload documents, and track your status. These portals are designed to make the process more convenient and efficient. They often include step-by-step instructions, FAQs, and customer support options. Using an online portal can save you time and reduce the risk of errors, as the system may alert you to missing information before you submit your application. When you submit a government application, you often provide sensitive personal information. Government agencies are required to protect your data and ensure your privacy. This includes using secure websites, encrypting data, and limiting access to authorized personnel. It's important to use official government websites and be cautious about sharing your information. If you have concerns about privacy, check the agency's privacy policy or contact their support team for more information. Government agencies strive to make applications accessible to everyone, including people with disabilities or those who speak different languages. This may involve providing forms in multiple languages, offering assistance for those with visual or hearing impairments, and ensuring that online portals are compatible with screen readers. Accessibility is a key part of making sure that everyone can benefit from government services. Technology has transformed the way government applications are managed. From online forms to automated processing and digital signatures, technology makes it easier for both applicants and agencies. It reduces paperwork, speeds up decision-making, and allows for better tracking and communication. As technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more improvements in the application process. In addition to web portals, many government agencies now offer mobile applications. These apps allow you to apply for services, upload documents, and receive notifications directly on your smartphone. Mobile apps are especially helpful for people who may not have regular access to a computer but do have a mobile device. They make government services more accessible and convenient for everyone. If you have questions or run into problems while completing a government application, most agencies offer customer support. This can include phone hotlines, email support, live chat, or in-person assistance at government offices. Support staff can help you understand the requirements, fix errors, and guide you through the process. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need help. Government agencies take fraud prevention seriously. Applications are carefully reviewed to detect false information or attempts to misuse services. This may involve cross-checking data with other agencies, verifying documents, and using advanced technology to spot suspicious activity. By preventing fraud, governments can ensure that resources go to those who truly need them. Sometimes you may need to update your government application after submission. This could be due to a change in your information, such as a new address or updated documents. Most agencies allow you to submit updates or corrections, either online or by contacting customer support. Keeping your application information current is important to avoid delays or issues with your request. Many government services require periodic renewals or extensions. For example, driver's licenses, business permits, and certain benefits must be renewed after a set period. The renewal process usually involves submitting a new application or updating your information. It's important to keep track of expiration dates and submit renewal applications on time to avoid lapses in service. Some government applications have special procedures for unique situations. For example, applying from abroad, dealing with lost documents, or requesting expedited processing may require additional steps. Agencies often provide detailed instructions for these cases, so be sure to read all guidelines carefully. Understanding special circumstances can help you navigate the process more smoothly. To serve diverse populations, many government agencies offer language and translation services. Application forms and instructions may be available in multiple languages, and interpreters can assist with in-person or phone applications. These services help ensure that language barriers do not prevent anyone from accessing important government benefits and services. After submitting your application, you may want to know its status. Many agencies provide status updates through online portals, email notifications, or phone hotlines. These updates let you know if your application is being processed, if additional information is needed, or if a decision has been made. Staying informed helps you respond quickly to any requests and reduces anxiety about the process. Document verification is a key part of the application process. Agencies check your submitted documents to confirm their authenticity and accuracy. This may involve contacting other institutions, using secure databases, or requesting certified copies. Proper verification helps prevent fraud and ensures that only eligible individuals receive government services. If your application is denied, you have the right to appeal. The appeals process allows you to challenge the decision, provide new information, or clarify misunderstandings. Each agency has its own procedures for appeals, including deadlines and required forms. Understanding how to appeal can help you get the outcome you need, even if your initial application was unsuccessful. Keeping records of your government applications is important. Save copies of your forms, supporting documents, payment receipts, and any correspondence with the agency. Good record keeping can help you resolve disputes, track deadlines, and provide proof if needed in the future. Many agencies also keep records, but it's wise to have your own copies as well. Government agencies are required to keep your application information confidential. This means your personal details are not shared with unauthorized parties. Confidentiality is protected by laws and regulations, and agencies have strict policies in place. If you have concerns about how your information is used, you can ask the agency for details about their confidentiality practices. Applying for government grants or funding is another common use of government applications. These applications are often more complex and require detailed proposals, budgets, and supporting documents. The competition for grants can be intense, so it's important to follow all instructions carefully and provide thorough information. Successful applications can provide valuable resources for individuals, businesses, and organizations. Starting a business or practicing a profession often requires a government license. The application process for these licenses involves submitting detailed information about your business or qualifications, paying fees, and sometimes passing exams or background checks. These licenses help ensure that businesses and professionals meet certain standards and operate legally. Many people rely on government social benefits, such as unemployment assistance, disability benefits, or food assistance. Applying for these programs usually involves providing detailed information about your income, family situation, and needs. The application process is designed to ensure that benefits go to those who qualify and need them most. Applying for immigration status or citizenship is a major life event that involves complex government applications. These applications require extensive documentation, background checks, and sometimes interviews or exams. The process can be lengthy, but it is essential for those seeking to live, work, or become citizens in a new country. Students often need to submit government applications for financial aid, scholarships, or admission to public schools and universities. These applications require academic records, financial information, and sometimes essays or recommendations. Access to education is a key benefit provided by government programs, and the application process helps ensure fairness and transparency. Government applications are also used to access public housing and other forms of assistance. These applications typically require proof of income, family size, and housing needs. The goal is to provide safe and affordable housing to those who qualify, and the application process ensures that resources are distributed fairly. Applying for travel documents, such as passports and visas, is another common government application process. These applications require proof of identity, citizenship, and sometimes travel plans. Processing times can vary, so it's important to apply well in advance of your planned travel date. Businesses and individuals may need to apply for environmental permits to carry out certain activities, such as construction or waste disposal. These applications require detailed plans, environmental impact assessments, and compliance with regulations. The goal is to protect the environment while allowing necessary development. Citizens have the right to request access to public records held by government agencies. This process involves submitting a formal application, specifying the records you want, and sometimes paying a fee. Public records requests promote transparency and accountability in government operations. Registering to vote is a fundamental government application process. This involves providing proof of identity and residency, and sometimes additional documentation. Voter registration ensures that elections are fair and that only eligible citizens participate. It's an important step in exercising your democratic rights. Applying to join the military or access defense-related benefits involves specialized government applications. These applications often require physical exams, background checks, and detailed personal information. The process is designed to ensure that only qualified individuals are selected for these important roles. Accessing public healthcare services often requires submitting a government application. This may include applying for health insurance, medical assistance, or disability benefits. The application process ensures that healthcare resources are allocated to those who need them and meet eligibility requirements. Legal matters, such as filing lawsuits, requesting restraining orders, or seeking court-appointed representation often require government applications. These applications must be completed accurately and may require supporting documents or legal representation. The process ensures that legal proceedings are orderly and fair. Certain transportation activities, such as commercial driving, transporting hazardous materials, or operating public transit, require government permits. The application process includes background checks, safety training, and compliance with regulations. These permits help ensure public safety and efficient transportation systems. Some government applications are designed to collect public feedback or encourage participation in decision-making. These may include surveys, petitions, or requests for public comment on proposed policies. Participating in these processes helps shape government actions and policies that affect everyone. Government agencies are always working to improve the application process. This includes simplifying forms, reducing processing times, and making services more accessible. Feedback from applicants is valuable in identifying areas for improvement and ensuring that government services meet the needs of the public. In summary, a government application is a formal request for services, benefits, or permissions from a government agency. The process involves providing information, submitting documents, and sometimes paying fees. Government applications are essential for accessing a wide range of services that support individuals and society. By understanding how the process works, you can navigate it more confidently and make the most of the resources available to you. Thanks for joining us on this journey through government applications.